Assalamu alaikum. What's good? This video is different. It's not something we usually do, but if you're wondering why we're doing something like this, just stay tuned. There's a lot of gems to be taken from this, inshallah.
Has just come into our newsroom. A representative does confirm that rapper Takeoff has died in a shooting outside of a Houston bowling alley. Takeoff, who was part of Migos along with Quavo and Offset, was 28 years old. Houston police say officers responded shortly after 2:30 a.m. local time to reports of a shooting at 810 Billiards and Bowling. We're told that dozens of people had gathered on a balcony outside the bowling alley at the time, which was on the third floor of that building. Police say security guards who were in the area heard the shooting but didn't see who did it. Last month, Takeoff and Quavo released their debut as a duo, only built for Infinity Links. Once again, we have learned for a representative here confirming that rapper Takeoff has died in a shooting outside of a Houston bowling alley. As we do get some more information on that, we will bring that to you live, raw, and unfiltered as we do here on Live Now from Fox.
I'm here with Commander Steven Spears, who's also with the Homicide Division. We're just giving a brief update on the investigation that occurred here at 1201 San Jacinto. At approximately 2:30 this morning, our officers were dispatched out here to a shooting that had just occurred. Upon arrival, they located multiple shell casings on the third level of the building at the 810 Bowling and Billiards. I guess it's a bowling and pool hall. We were informed that there was a private party being held at the event last night that ended at approximately 1 a.m., but the party carried over till about 2 a.m. till they were cleared out. That's when the shooting occurred, where it left one male deceased on scene and two others that were transported to area hospitals nearby. We are still in the process in the early stages of this investigation, trying to gather all the information we can, and we're looking for the public's help or anybody who was at the party or at the event that witnessed this.
It breaks my heart because when I go to these comments, bro, TMZ, Breakfast Club, everyone was posting about this, right? I got on my newsfeed, and all the comments that you see are just people saying thoughts and prayers, terrible how this always happens, gang violence, this violence, rapper violence, so terrible, it always happens. And then it's like my whole mentality is like, bro, what are we gonna do now? Do we just say thoughts and prayers? Of course, my condolences. No one's trying to downplay the situation, but do we just say this and then wait till the next rapper gets shot up, bro? Look at what happened to Pop Smoke. Look at what happened to Lil TJ. Look at what happened to Nipsey. All within like the recent few years, bro, few months. And this whole industry, bro, promoting drugs, fornication, gang violence, whatnot. Like, what do we expect, bro? We keep promoting this type of lifestyle and then getting mad at what the effect of this lifestyle is.
Nah, and people can't get upset if we're not sending like prayers and stuff for these people. It's like, look, we can wish the best for the families who are probably gonna feel some pain from
Of
this,
course.
for sure. But it's like, come on, like, what do you expect? Like, you're in these scenarios, you're in these situations. Like, it's like it's like the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned, the people who you hang around with. Like, it's very important. It's better to be alone than to be in bad company. It's better to be in good company than to be alone. And that if you were to spend the entire day around the blacksmith but not touch any of the equipment, you would come home smelling like ass. But if you spend the entire day around someone who works with perfume, you can not touch the perfumes once, but you'll finish the day off smelling like what, like Dior,
Just
Chanel,
good. That's what it is.
just good, just good. So it's like, bro, like people put themselves in these situations. If something bad like this happens, like, okay, this is the price of being in these situations,
And I
being
know
with people like this.
a lot of people are gonna take what we say out of context. But this is why anytime there's someone that's involved in the sex industry, someone that's involved in the haram service industry, you know what I'm saying? Someone involved in gang violence, someone involved in drugs, and things happen. Our sincerest condolences are going to their family, their loved ones, you know. But at the end of the day, why are we talking about these videos? Because we're coming at it sideways? Because we're hating? No, because we don't want this cycle to repeat. It seems like y'all are just getting consumed in, oh my God, rapper this died, and look at what happened with Young Thug and I forgot who it was, bro. Just a few months ago or a few weeks ago, they got arrested for some like RICO charges in the states. A lot of drugs.
Somewhat.
RICO.
Uh,
We could talk about that later, bro, off camera.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, no.
I saw a lot of this stuff, and I'm just like, what do you guys really expect? You're in this industry, in this lifestyle, in this environment, like Anha was saying, but then you expect not to have a very typical outcome of this. No one's justifying why this happens, but what do you expect? It's kind of like I was listening to the podcast with Andrew Tate and Muhammad Hijab, right? And there was a part where Andrew Tate said a lot of these women that go to these clubs, these nightclubs, or they take drugs with strange men that they don't know, and then you hear terrible, unfor unspeakable things happening to them. I agree with that, unspeakable things. But are we really gonna take no accountability on that part, bro? On part of the woman, bro, or the people that are intentionally, consciously putting themselves in these situations, but then
Yeah.
expecting nothing to happen. And society's gonna person that did it shouldn't have done it. Of course, bro. But what type of fairy tale are we gonna live in when we're gonna be like, oh, someone just shouldn't do this or someone just shouldn't do that? The reality is people are gonna do horrible, treacherous things, but we gotta put it on our own accountability and responsibility to not put ourselves, our kids, our women in these situations, bro.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. We have to be very mindful of the scenes that we place ourselves in, the
Mhm.
people that we hang around with. Like this is of the most importance, and if people aren't paying attention to this now, like we highly suggest that you start doing so. Like if you're over here playing, not playing, but if you're over here going bowling on a Sunday night, you need to rethink your life. You need to rethink the people that you're hanging around and rethink the things that you're doing. Like, what are you doing playing bowling or going bowling on a Sunday night? Astaghfirullah.
Yeah.
Listen, that's beyond the point. I'm over here like being ridiculous, but it's for real, like take it serious, be mindful, and just like really ask yourself, like, are you in the best places that you can be? Are you doing things that, you know what, like, it's not the best for you to be there? Like, it's like, I forgot who said this. I think it might have been Dawa Man, where he says they used to go to like the clubs and like give dawah to the people in the clubs, or like they would be in the front of the clubs and they would give dawah to the people like coming out of the clubs. So that's the
Hmm.
worst place. I mean, of course, like you have good intention, but
Hmm.
think about it. Like you're in a place where it's nothing but shayateen around. Like
Hmm.
people are intoxicated, people are drunk. Like they're not gonna listen. They're not gonna receive the message. So
Hmm.
it's like again, just be very mindful where you're at. Be very mindful of the people you have around you. Always, always, always check people's intentions, check
You
your
know
own
what's weird,
intentions
bro?
as well.
And the only
Mm,
YouTuber that I saw speaking about these types of things for the last few years was the Saint and the Sinner. You know,
mm,
now mind you, we don't agree with everything he says, but when it came to this specific niche, this specific topic, he was speaking out against these atrocities, bro, saying that are people really putting themselves in these positions and then asking why these things happen, bro. Anytime I see, bro, it takes two to do a drug deal. It takes two for any event to happen. And many cases, I'm not going to deny it, occur when only one person had evil intention, the other person was genuinely innocent, bro. But a lot of these cases happen when one person and the other person, both parties, they knew what they're getting into, bro. No one just ends up at a drug deal, bro, willy nilly. You know what I mean? Rarely. And we're not talking about whataboutism, what about this, what about that, none of that. I'm talking about all these genuine cases that happen, bro. You know,
yeah.
it's
That's why
unfortunate,
you don't
man.
go bowling, bro.
But it's genuinely unfortunate, man. We want this cycle to end. We don't want these people to just comment, thoughts and prayers, Jesus be with you, or whatever these comments that I was reading. And then, bro, next thing you know, God forbid, what if it's Quavo? What if it's Offset, the other two from the Migos group? Or what if it's another rapper? It's like, what do you guys expect, bro? And Offset's with this isn't he with Cardi B, bro? The girl that's ruining
Um,
the hearts and minds of all these women, bro, promoting sex work and being a pole dancer, because I don't want to say this word to get this video censored, but bro, what are you people doing, bro? These people have sold their hearts to the devil, to shaitan. They're trying to corrupt the youth, and the youth are just too stupid to realize that what they're looking up to, what they're idolizing, is literally gonna end them up as Takeoff. Do they not realize that, bro? And we say this with the most empathy and our feelings and heart completely goes out to the victim's family and everything like that. We're not trying to mitigate that. But why stay that superficial, bro? Put these half-hearted things on Instagram story or whatever. Like I go like, you know what I mean? I noticed this one trend too. Anytime a rapper dies, bro, their follower count goes up by like a couple mil overnight. Their most recent post has like 100,000 comments. Everyone's like, "What is that gonna do, bro? Why are we being stupid and foolish, bro? Why don't we take these things seriously and try to end this cycle, bro?" Wasn't it Einstein that said that insanity, or the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again but expecting a different outcome?
Yeah. Well, sadly, I mean, this is the world that we live in, bro. But I think we should end the day. I think anything that was of benefit was already said. And I just think it's crazy, bro, that this dude died. Like, I was literally like coming back from the train station today. Uh, and like in the Uber, the guy was playing music, and he ended up, it was like this one song. I don't remember what song it was, but it had Takeoff. Takeoff was in there, or maybe I don't know, bro. But it's like it just reminded me of like back in the day when I used to listen to stuff like this. I'd be like, bro, what the hell am I listening to? Like, this is stupid, this degenerate stuff. And it's like it's just crazy, man, that you just brought this to me today, and this guy passed
Mm.
away.
Subhanallah, man. If you guys really are with the right mindset, with the right intention, you would have received the right message that we're trying to convey here. But if
Yeah,
you're not, do whatever you want in the comment section. We really don't care. We probably don't read it anyway. But with that being said, guys, make the rest of your life the best of your life. Make some
bro.
smart decisions. And inshallah, we'll talk soon.
The last thing that I want to say is like, just please take this as an example. Like if you continue to run after the dunya is gonna suck you dry. So you better make the best effort to start putting your attention on what's truly most important. For those that know, you know, and if you don't know, just leave the
Welcome to our
comment.
channel.
Ask the question. Welcome to the Three Muslim Podcast. Reach out to us. We will be glad to help you in any way, shape, or form that we can.
Inshallah.
With that being said,
Assalamu alaikum wa
assalamu
rahmatullahi wa
alaikum.
barakatuh.